Hi, families that are joining us. We're just waiting a couple of minutes to let some others join us. We are grateful that you are here with us this morning. While we wait, feel free to also connect with us on social media at our Northeast Instructional Technology YouTube page. There are some amazing parent videos for you to reference to throughout the school year. So as we wait for some more folks to join us, again, feel free to hop on to our social media and connect with us there. We would love to have you there. We also have a link tree down at the bottom that you can take note of. And I think we are ready to get started. So again, thank you all for being here with us. We are so grateful that our NEISD families have joined us this morning. My name is Maria Garcia Rios, and I'm an instructional technology specialist for the district. We would also like for you to know that if you have any questions, feel free to put them down at the bottom of the chat. You will see a Q&A button that you can click on, and we will answer any questions that you have there. Okay, so before we get started, really quickly, I just want to give you a brief overview of our agenda. We will be chatting about what is Seesaw, how your kiddo will be using this in the classroom, obviously looking at the Seesaw class app, different ways that you can log in through Launchpad, activities and messages, how you will be communicating with your child's teacher, completing those activities, navigating the interface, and also exploring the Seesaw family app. So initially, before we even get started, we need to know how to log into Seesaw. So there are 3 different ways that your kiddos can connect. If you are going the Chromebook, Windows, or MacBook route, you can go through Launchpad, and I will be showing you how to do that shortly. There is the option to connect through iPad and iPhone, and there's also a smartphone and Android option as well. So one way through laptop, we highly suggest going through the Northeast webpage. Once you are logged into the Northeast webpage, you will see Launchpad. And when you click on Launchpad, you will see this blue button that's asking you to sign in. This is where your child will put in their username and password that has been shared by their classroom teacher. Once they are in Launchpad, they will see, I'm going to go ahead and log in. Oh, let's see here. Log in. Try one more time. There we go. And as you can see, I have a couple of different apps that might be different than your kiddos, but you will see a Seesaw app that they can connect to. The great thing about connecting through Launchpad and going through Launchpad is that your child's username and password, their credentials stick. So in the event that a teacher creates an activity that's taking them to Sora or Brain Pop, then you don't have to worry about entering in your credentials multiple times, and the activities are easier to complete. So definitely make note of that. You want to try and go the Launchpad route as much as possible. Sometimes we do see that families struggle connecting to other websites if they go through the Seesaw app. So again, please go through the Launchpad route as much as possible. If you go the iPad route, you will see the option to go to the App Store. If you have a personal device, you will want to get that from the iTunes Store and get the ClassLink Launchpad app. If you are on a Chromebook, you can do Google Play. That's one option. And then I'm going to show you what it looks like once you have gone through those steps. Once you click the class link and you've downloaded that from the Apple Store, you will have to click class link, and then you will have to put in your school district. Now, disclaimer, when you get to this step, if you type in NEISD, you will notice that the school district does not pop up. So please type in Northeast ISD, and then you will see this option right over here. As mentioned before, your student's username and password is very important to have handy because you will have to put that right here in order to see the Seesaw class app. Okay. Next is the family app that we would like to discuss. On your device, it is great to have the Seesaw family app on your phone. You can also get that from the iTunes store. The difference between the family app and the class app is that the family app is solely for communication. It is a great place for you to see your child's finished copy of their classwork. We highly, highly encourage you to leave some feedback for your kiddo. Like just right over here, you see Karina's finished copy, and you can see families that have left comments. There is no greater feeling than when the kiddo sees you mentioning, great job, I'm so proud of you. You can even leave voice comments. So please download the family app, not only to commend your child on the work that has been accomplished, but also to communicate with your child's teacher as well. Oh, I'm going to go back. We're not done yet. So now I'm going to go into the Seesaw student view so that you know, just to give you a brief overview of what it's going to look like once they start using it. So now I've already joined a class, and let's pretend that this is your kiddo's classroom. Right here, this is the journal feed. You will see published activities and posts from your child's teacher. Now you have the journal tab, you have activities, inbox, and you have blog. Now notice right now we are in the homeroom class. The homeroom class is where your child will be communicating with you. You may have noticed already, if you have received a join code from your teacher and maybe you've already logged in through Launchpad, you may have noticed that your child already has math, science, social studies ready to go. The reason why we did that is we wanted to streamline and organize the content easier so that when your child clicks over here on their student account, they now see ELAR, reading, math, science, social studies, and so on. It makes it easier to navigate throughout the day. And as you can see, you have these notification bubbles letting you know that there's 3 announcements that you need to check out. If there's one over here, that's great because now you can really see what your child needs to finish and also specifically what subject those activities are in. Okay, so now that we're done with that, we're going to move over to the activities feature. Let me see if I go back over here and check out one of these instead. Okay, notice here is an activity. This is something that your child is now asked to complete. So when they are ready to go, you will also see that you have this notification bubble right over here. So when I click on activities, it now gives you the streamlined flow of information. This is what I need to do. These are activities that I still am working on, but they're in progress. And then these are activities that need to be done. So in this case, I am going to work on this scratch and tell. I have directions right over here asking me how I need to complete this activity. And when I'm ready to begin, I simply click add response. So here's a fun activity for scratch and tell. Remind your kiddos and help them become as independent as possible, that in the event that if they forget any instructions, all they have to do is look up at the top, click on this view instructions bar, and then right over here, you have a recap. Occasionally teachers, especially for the littles, they'll also put an audio clip in there as well. So that's really nice for some of our emerging readers who are still learning how to read independently. Not only will they have the text instructions, but there's also the audio accommodation as well. So in this event, I'm going to look at it one more time. It's asking me to tap add, done that. Now I'm going to tap the microphone, use the eraser tool. And when you notice right over here where it says tools, these are the tools right here down at the bottom. Use tool to scratch off to show hidden pictures and say the picture out loud. Okay, when I'm done, then I check the green check mark. All right, so now I'm gonna, as soon as I click this, it's really neat. Kids love this because it makes it look like a little mini YouTube tutorial. So they really get a kick out of this. So now I'm gonna start recording, and it's recording everything I'm doing. It'll give me a countdown as well. All right, and then it did say in the directions, again, at any time you can click that and double check to make sure you're doing the right thing. It asked me to get this eraser and say the words as I scratch them off. Or in this case, maybe I'm just saying the color. So I'm going to double check and click the instructions to make sure I'm doing it correctly. Use the eraser tool to scratch off to show hidden picture. Say the picture out loud. Okay, so I'm going to say lemon, broccoli, orange, and so forth. Okay, now notice over here you have multi pages. Don't forget about these. Don't skip ahead. Many times an activity has more than one page, so you're going to continue going through those until they're done. No, this activity has 4. Once I've completed the activity, I click this green check mark in the upper right-hand corner. Recording added to new page, got it, and I say okay. So pretty much gives you the nice workflow of how you're going to complete it. And then this is the part that the kids really like, because again, it looks like a little mini YouTube video. So when I click play, it says everything. All right, and then it did say in the directions, again, at any time you can click that. Again, kid, that's their favorite part. All right, so when I'm done, I go over here, and you're always looking for the green check mark in the upper right-hand corner. Go ahead and click that. And now it has been sent to the teacher. Notice the blue tab up at the top that says waiting for teacher approval. That means that the teacher has received it, so you don't have to worry about reaching out to the teacher. Teacher's already received it. They will approve it. And once the teacher has approved it, you will notice that this blue bar goes away and it is now published. The other thing that so now that's activities. Again, on the family side, as we mentioned earlier, you can now go in and leave comments. This is where we want you to say, great job. I'm so excited for you. You did, an amazing job. I hope you enjoy your first week of school type of thing. You can also click post. And then it says pending approval. So the teacher is always in control. Thank goodness, right? You may notice that your comment is not published until the teacher has approved it, which it will get approved. You can also click comment, and this is the part that really leaves a personal touch for your child. You can leave a voice message from work, from another place, and so kids really get a kick out of hearing you leave them some affirmations for their great work. Now we're going to move into the inbox, and this is super important. If you do receive a notification, this may be specific only to this subject, for instance, ELAR. Earlier, we mentioned Homeroom, and I definitely want to highlight that so that it's streamlined and make note of it if possible. Homeroom is where we want you communicating with the teacher as much as possible. Now, if you have a question that's specific to science, you can message through science, but if it's something that is related to maybe picture day or something coming up that's school related, just a general type of question, we want you to click Homeroom to leave messages there. On the family app, you will see inbox. And this, anytime a teacher sends you a message, this will be pushed out to you. So you will get an alert on your cell phone, which is nice. I'll take all the reminders I can get. And so that's definitely why we want you joining that Seesaw family app. Your teacher will also more than likely give you a blog link for you to join. Now, when I say blog link, it is not public. That's definitely something that tends to come up. The blog link is published, but your teacher will give you a password. So the nice thing about this blog is that it's password protected. So if I get this link over here, and I put it in into a new web browser. Perfect. That's exactly what I wanted you to see. We have that link, but nobody else can get into that blog unless they have the password that your child's teacher provided to you. So don't worry about anyone else hopping on. The nice thing is you can see how many posts the teacher sent to you. But again, get in the habit of checking out that Homeroom blog, because this is where teachers will be sending and streamlining their information to you. So you might see newsletters, you might see upcoming reminders, notes, and in this case, a teacher shared their Bitmoji. So this is something that she wants her students to reference to frequently, and that's why it was posted in Homeroom versus reading. So that pretty much goes over the workflow for Seesaw. A couple of other frequently asked questions that do pop up for families is, can other people see our children's work? And the answer to that is no. Seesaw prides itself on keeping everything protected for your kiddos. As they're completing work from home, only you can see your child's work. So don't worry about that. But again, journal is where you will see the mainstream of information. Activities specific to reading, math, science, and social studies, those will be what your child has completed. And if you want to cross-check at the end of the week to make sure your child is on task and up to speed, just look at these little notifications and you can see if there's anything that they need to complete in a specific content area. Don't forget about that blog. Ask your teacher for that blog link in addition to the password. And I believe that covers it for Seesaw. I'm going to go back to our presentation just to make sure that I covered everything. And nope, we are good to go. We have provided this nice one-pager for you to reference to so that you can quickly look over how to log in. It gives you another reminder about navigating the app and the interface, completing activities, and how to join the family app as well. So right over here, you will see this bit.ly. And if you want to write that down, that will take you straight to this PDF. As you type it in, it is case sensitive. So if you type it in lowercase and it doesn't work, then that might be why that PDF is not popping up. But again, we invite you to join us on the YouTube, our Northeast Instructional Technology Department YouTube. We have a lot of great parent webinars for you to reference to at your own time. And again, thank you for joining us. We hope we answered all of your questions.